If you have 5 minutes now, then I'll show you how to deal sleeping problems a fatal blow, even if you've tried everything before. Hi, Vivian here from a Uber Ketogenic Diet. Quickly for beginners, what is the ketogenic diet in a nutshell? The keto diet is very low in carbs, moderate in protein, and high in fat. Through the restriction of carbohydrates, your body is forced into a state called nutritional ketosis. Your fat cells begin to release fatty acids, which your liver will then break down to produce what are called ketones. Thus, ketones are produced when the body burns fat for energy or fuel. On keto, your insulin, the fat-storing hormone, levels drop greatly, which turns your body into a fat-burning machine. Thus, a ketogenic diet enables your body to access stored fat as a primary form of energy. Now, your body can burn unwanted stored fat in the absence of elevated insulin levels, which leads to weight loss and revitalizes your health. Let me get right to the point. Sleep deprivation is directly affecting you in your efforts to lose weight, and mark my words, you'll see how a few simple changes to your habits can literally change and save your life. Now let's dive in and explore how you can sleep your way up the weight loss ladder. But first, let's quickly have a look at why sleep is so important, and trust me, this will blow your mind. Number 1, sleep helps you lose weight. Now, bad sleeping habits may cause weight gain by distributing the way our bodies process and store carbohydrates and by altering levels of hormones that affect our appetite. Studies suggest that sleep deprivation has metabolic effects that predispose to weight gain. In a study, about 68,000 women were followed for 16 years. The two groups were women who got up to 5 hours sleep, and the other group were women who got 7 hours sleep every night. And over the 16-year period, the 5-hour group put on 33 pounds. As you can see, if you are serious about weight loss, you need to understand the importance of sleep. But most importantly, in regulating your hormones. The 4 important hormones that are dependent on good quality sleep are, number 1, leptin. Now when you sleep, your leptin levels rise. Now your body knows you are fine, no hunger, no need for more energy, and you do not need to burn calories. However, if you are sleep deprived, there is too little leptin and you feel hungry. This extract from an article published on CBS News is quite interesting. Chronic sleep deprivation may be part of America's obesity problem, a new study suggests. Lack of sleep has a bad effect on the appetite control hormone leptin, researchers say. The second hormone, ghrelin. We know by now that ghrelin kind of does the opposite of leptin. It lets you know that you are hungry. If you don't get good quality sleep, your ghrelin levels will rise and, you know it, you will feel hungry. In a study to determine the influence of sleep duration on hormones, the following was concluded. Participants with short sleep had reduced leptin and elevated ghrelin. These differences in leptin and ghrelin are likely to increase appetite, possibly explaining the increased BMI observed with short sleep duration. In Western societies where chronic sleep restriction is common and food is widely available, changes in appetite regulatory hormones with sleep curtailment may contribute to obesity. Number 3, cortisol. It's also referred to as the stress hormone. If you experience sleep deprivation, you will raise your cortisol levels. And number 4 is human growth hormone, HGH. Now, sleep deprivation will certainly reduce the production of this hormone. For the adult, HGH is generally released in pulses of about 5 times a day. However, the highest production is during the first 90 minutes of sleep. And as we get older, our body doesn't produce as much HGH as when you were a child. And this hormone is precious because it adds greatly to longevity. Now get your sleeping cap on because we all want that good hormone. Number 2. Sleep fights disease. Sleep deprivation alters immune function, including the activity of the body's killer cells. Keeping up with sleep may also help fight cancer. Number 3. Sleep fights inflammation. Inflammation is the body's effort to protect itself. Thereby, your body will try to remove damaging stimuli, including damaged cells, irritants, and pathogens, and finally begin the healing process. And hey, you guessed it, sleep helps with the healing process. Number 4. Sleep reduces stress. Your cortisol levels are supposed to drop when you sleep at night. This allows your body to recharge and relax. However, if your cortisol levels are too high, you will toss and turn, not being able to get good quality rest. The next day, you will feel like crap, and this vicious cycle of stress and sleeplessness may lead to chronic fatigue. Sleep disorders cause stress, and stress causes sleeping problems. So with that being said, you need to be able to control both stress and sleep. Number 5, sleep defies depression. Serotonin, a neurotransmitter that affects our mood, is affected by sleep. High serotonin levels make you happy, whereas low levels will leave you vulnerable to depression. Once again, sleep will help you get enough serotonin. So how can you deal sleep deprivation a fatal blow? Now you are zonked after a day that was like a bad horror movie. You are dead tired, and the moment you hit that cushion, in the wink of an eye you hit dreamland without even consulting that aggressive morning alarm. You sleep like a baby. Next morning you feel replenished, rejuvenated, as good as new. If you want that kind of snooze session every night, well, let me give you that secret to a good night's rest and how you can deploy this immediately. Number 1, a ketogenic diet. Research has shown that a ketogenic diet boosts the levels of adenosine in your body, which is very important for sleep regulation. With the promotion of adenosine activity in the body, it will help to relax the nervous system as well as reduce pain and inflammation, all of which can help improve sleep. Now, with my 28-day ketogenic meal plan, you will kickstart good sleeping patterns into high gear. Number 2, the magic number 7. Kick your sleeping time into high gear, no less than 7 hours. There is no deliberation. That's how it is. You need 7 hours or else you just won't experience optimal health. Never mind what that all self-important, red-eyed, big shot, irritating Mr. Know-it-all family member has to say about it. Oh no, he only sleeps 2 hours and he's so rich and all this and that. No way. Really. After you get into a good sleeping routine, you will feel wonderful, relaxed, happy. And yes, you can thank me later. Number 3, Magnolia Bark. If you really have a problem sleeping and you feel that you need a little something extra, I would highly recommend Magnolia Bark. The bark of the magnolia tree, which grows in China, has been used for traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. Now, this supplement has strong antioxidant properties. What it does, it reduces your stress and balances your cortisol levels. But please only take it for approximately 6 weeks until you have achieved a healthy sleep cycle. Take about 30 milligrams per day. You can also take pills which contain the extract or buy some tinctures which also have the magnolia bark. Also, before I forget, please don't use this in conjunction with any other sleeping aids or alcohol. It can make you drowsy. This also helps a great deal if you do suffer from anxiety. Number 4, total blackout. If you apply total darkness, you will see, and more importantly, feel the difference. But let me explain. Melatonin. This is yet another hormone which is produced by the pineal gland. This hormone will help you to regulate your sleep and wake cycle. If all is good and your melatonin is balanced, your body will produce this hormone around mid to late evening. And when you sleep at night, melatonin is highest and will eventually drop in the morning. As we have seen, one hormone influences the working of others, and melatonin will regulate your blood pressure, glucose levels, and body temperature. Now, blue light. Electronic devices like smartphones and computers emit blue light in large amounts, and blue light tricks your body into thinking it's daytime. So stop watching TV and turn off any bright lights 2 hours before heading to sleep. Now, a client of mine, she followed everything to the T. I mean, her diet, everything was perfect, but sleep eluded her. She tossed and turned and she just couldn't get a good night's rest. Talked to her and we established that it was this blue light. Both she and her husband would go to bed and, be on their smartphones, Facebook, this and that, YouTube videos and so on, about, let's say 1 to 2 hours. And I told her, you know what? 2 hours before bedtime, you switch off that thing and you go to bed. And it did help her and she slept like a baby. However, her husband, on the other hand, he still had a smartphone and she decided to get a sleeping mask and, that helped her. But her husband, later on, he was like red-eyed, possessed bush baby and he was cranky and she just couldn't take it anymore. So, she had a discussion and she just told him, you know what, if you don't stop that blue light situation, then I will sleep in another room. And with the great, problems and whatnot, he eventually relented and he said, okay, he would stop. And you guessed it, both of them slept like babies and he felt so much better. He wasn't so cranky anymore. Right, so let's move on. Number 5, caffeine. So we all know that caffeine does elevate your cortisol levels. So try and avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Number 6, alcohol. Often when you have a few drinks, you feel tired because alcohol has a sedative effect. However, a few hours later, when it is digested by your body, it may disrupt your sleep. You see, the enzymes that break down the alcohol have stimulating effects. Alcohol also triggers adrenaline and disrupts serotonin production, which is key to good quality sleep. So try to stop your alcohol intake 3 to 4 hours before your sleep time. Number 7, worry wart. Yeah, I'm a mom, wife, cleaner, chef, financial advisor, teacher, you name it. But most of all, I'm a worry wart. I hate that about myself, but I need to take control every now and again. Otherwise, everything will spiral out of control. Now, the sleep doctor, it sounds quite endearing, doesn't it? It had some good advice. So you lie in bed, but sleep is somewhere out there eluding you. Why? Because you worry about everything from A to Z. Well, simply make a worry list before you go to bed. Like so. On the left, you write down the problem, and on the right, the solution to it. Or if you haven't come by one yet, a date and time you will worry about it. It's kind of like giving yourself permission to sleep. Yeah, and it does work. So there you have it. No more excuses. With my Uber Ketogenic Diet, you will get that needed sleep, and you will certainly achieve your weight loss goal. Trust me, a ketogenic diet can instantly change your health and weight. The mystery of losing weight and gaining control of your health vanishes, and suddenly you will be feeling healthy, shedding pounds daily, and regaining your lust for life. Losing weight can be fun when results are consistently good. You get results and you feel ecstatic, and the problems keeping you up at night become far and few between. But you gotta find the right and effective ketogenic diet that will bring real life results. Not some program that costs an arm and a leg but leads you down a rocky road of disaster with no tangible results. So here's what's up. You need to know that a one-size-fits-all approach does not work. You are unique. No two people are the same. If you and your, let's say, friend, sister, brother, mother, or aunt follow the exact same diet, well, the results won't be optimal for you because you are unique. Your height, age, gender, activity levels, weight, goals you set for yourself are not the same. Personally, I wouldn't attempt just any ketogenic diet without having a proven step-by-step guide to follow. And this is especially true if you want to save time, money, and frustration. I mean it. That is why we at my Uber Ketogenic Diet created our ratio-based 28-day meal plan customized to your individual needs. And this, my friend, is the cornerstone of a successful ketogenic diet. This 28-day meal plan is all about moving you in the right direction. You will know exactly how many carbs, protein, and fat you should be eating daily. And that is where most people fail dismally on a ketogenic diet because they get their macronutrients ratios completely wrong and sadly throw in the towel. And more often than not, even gain more weight. And listen to this. If one of your input values for your ratio changes, such as your weight or activity level, you simply recalculate your ratio and get a new customized meal plan. So you see, at any given moment, you will fully optimize your weight loss efforts. Right, so I really enjoyed making this video for you. If you know anybody who would find this information helpful, please share it with them so we can revolutionize our health and help one another. I know it sucks to struggle to lose weight and correct health, but pure bliss when you do succeed. Wouldn't you agree? So you now have your unique ratio. All you need to do is pair it with your tailored 28-day meal plan and you are good to go. Click the button below this video and I will see you on the inside.